Well, if you'd like to join cigar makers in collectively taking a crap in all of our pants together, this should help. This is an article on Half Wheel that announces that Daniel Ortega, the president of Nicaragua, whose wife is his co-president, and I wonder whose idea that was, he's announced that Nicaragua will no longer have elections. Now, the reason cigar makers are so freaked out about this is because the United States has been mad at Nicaragua for like a super long time. Like, not just the current administration, the previous administration, the previous, and I think even the previous administration have been pretty damn close to putting sanctions on Nicaragua for human rights violations and accusations of child labor. At the same time, this seems to be a straw too far. Politicians typically are okay with people getting messed with. What they're not okay with is messing with the political situation. Of course, the big issue here is that cigar makers are concerned about not just sanctions, but the possibility of embargo. Nicaragua has been doing a lot of crazy stuff over the last 20 years since Daniel Ortega was elected as president. And now he seems to know no bounds, continue going further, not have elections, and just sort of decide who's the president down there. So we're going to see what happens. But for people who are freaking out, and I've talked to a few prominent cigar makers, and some of them are really freaking out, here's what you need to know. Most of the things we worry about never happen. And I've been watching in the cigar world for the last 10 years as this industry has overcome barriers that I thought were a noose around its neck. In reality, stuff like this presents a big, scary monster under the bed for the cigar world. But in reality, Nicaragua is still today the #1 cigar making country for America in the world. And I think we're going to continue to see cigars come out of there. But you do have to notice, a lot of cigar makers have been flocking to other countries, diversifying and adding new factories in addition to their Nicaraguan factories. Drew Estate is opening up in the Dominican Republic, as well as Eric Espinosa. My father has opened up in Honduras, along with a slew of others. So at the very least, these cigar makers might be scared, but they're not dumb. And I think that everybody's going to come out on top, and not quite time to worry just yet. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments.